This is Respectfully Outrageous with Nathan and Ben, and today we will be doing our division predictions for the upcoming NFL season. Hope you enjoy. Back to our division previews for this upcoming NFL season. This time we're going to be doing the AFC West, which includes the LA Chargers, the Oakland Raiders, the Denver Broncos, and the Kansas City Chiefs.
This is hard.
This will be an interesting division to cover because
There's no one that's terrible.
yeah, but no one's really outstanding either.
Really?
I don't know.
I'll
I don't know. I'll let you go. I'll let you go.
Looking at this division, it's not the number of players that each team acquired that makes this interesting. It's not the number of players that each team lost. It's how close they all are.
Yeah.
And it's how good they all are and how different they all are. Each team in this division has something I can be proud about and I'd be glad to have. I'd love to have the Raiders offense. I'd love to have the Chiefs defense. I'd love to have Kansas City's crowd basically in there.
You mean Broncos defense?
Yeah.
You said the Chiefs defense.
Well, the Chiefs defense is not bad.
Yeah,
either.
okay, yeah.
But the Chiefs offense more so. The Broncos defense is good, but they all have limitations. So here's where people are going to get upset about this one. Chargers are going to win the division because they have the best defense and the best quarterback in the division.
All right.
Then after that, I got Kansas City after that, taking second. I got the Raiders going third and the Broncos going fourth. And it's not like after LA, every team's going to be within a game of each other.
Yeah.
The reason I took the Chargers, and I'm going to say 11-5 to 10-6. And I'm probably more so 11-5. Best defense, best offense, and they're the most experienced and they have the best personnel. I said Kansas City, and I said they're going to be like right around 7-9, 8-8.
Okay.
Maybe 10, maybe 6-10. Just kind of that really decent, mediocre. Maybe they get some things that swing their way and they can get better than that, or some things go rough and they can lose some things. Their defense does scare me a little bit because they're a little sparse, the linebacker spot. So I think that could be an issue. Next, I put the Raiders. They have an explosive offense and not much else.
Yeah.
And I like John Gruden on offense, and you can try to sugarcoat their defense, but really 7-9, 6-10, maybe 8-8. And then the opposite for the Broncos. Great defense.
Mediocre offense.
What? No, not even
Just
mediocre.
non-existent.
It's non-existent. You have Case Keenum, but you have nothing to help you.
Right.
You don't have a defense that turns over the ball a ton. You don't have a great running game. You don't have phenomenal tight end play. You don't have a great offensive line. Your quarterback is not Russell Wilson. Your receivers don't get open a ton.
Mm-hmm.
And you got no.
Yeah.
So just kind of 7. I'm gonna probably go more so 6-10, 5-11 for Denver.
Wow. You went low with that one.
They said, well, your defense is great. Well, yeah, they are, but if you hold them to 15 points and you can't put up 10, it doesn't matter.
Right.
So I just don't really think their running games should scare me. I don't think their receivers scare me, and are these anything black? None of these are crazy.
Yeah.
So it's kind of and this is one of the divisions that, it could go off. Case Keenum could go off for 30 touchdowns, which really is not going to happen. But, the Raiders' defense could be the second best in the division, which is really probably not going to happen. But it could happen. So it's just kind of what could happen, what's most likely to happen.
All right. So a couple points I agree with and a couple points that are outrageous. So I'm going to start, and I agree with you with this one. The Chargers are going to win the division.
Mm-hmm.
They clearly have the most momentum coming into this season. They didn't lose Alex Smith. They didn't lose. They did big coaching changes. They're just solid. The only thing with the Chargers is they got to keep everyone healthy.
Yeah.
Last year they were pretty healthy on offense and didn't have many issues, but if that team is prone to injuries. So that's a huge if there for the Chargers. They got to stay healthy. Second, I have the Raiders. Like you said, this division is just such a toss-up, but I feel like the Raiders are explosive enough that they can take over the other teams in the division to get some of these wins out. Third, I got the Broncos. And then fourth, I got the Chiefs, just because Chiefs, you got Patrick Mahomes starting now.
Yeah.
Just different changes. And I don't think Kareem Hunt's the real deal. I'm going to be blatant with you. I don't like him. I don't think he is this star running back that everyone's talking about. I think he's a fluke. I think he's going to bust. So they need to fix that. And so for the records, I got the Chargers going 10-6. I have them on the lower side of the higher tier because of injuries, and Phillip Rivers can be a little inconsistent sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
And Melvin Gordon isn't always hot shot,
Right.
rip off 75-yard runs. So that's where I have them at. I have the Raiders at 9-7, one game behind.
Okay.
I feel like John Gruden is gonna jumpstart this again.
Okay.
Because remember, 2 years ago they were phenomenal.
Yeah, there was a lot different about that team from 2 years ago.
Right, but I think they get some of that mojo back, and I think they start to crawl their way back.
It's a different division.
Regardless
than
to
2 years
say
ago.
they will not make the playoffs, but
Yeah.
I think they're like this. Cause, I mean, this division's gonna be tight. I have them all within 2 games.
Okay.
So I got the Raiders at 9-7, and then I have both the Broncos and the Chiefs at 8-8. I gave the tiebreaker to the Broncos just because I think the Broncos are gonna beat the Chiefs. So Broncos, I mean, okay offense, not great, but their defense is phenomenal. They added Bradley Chubb on the line and Von Miller, and
Yeah.
I mean, you still have
Yeah.
Chris Harris, and so I mean, you got a good defense.
I like
out
their
there.
defense, but the back end is really starting to.
It is.
Their interior linebackers. I'm not hating on Brandon Marshall.
But if you have a good enough pass rush with Bradley Chubb and Von Miller, there's not much that you. I mean, if you can get to the quarterback within 3-4 seconds, you're not gonna have to worry as much on the back end.
Well, I mean, yeah, they have Sammy Watkins, and they can get.
I mean, what are their quarterbacks? Are there mobile quarterbacks in this division, except for Derek Carr?
Mahomes is not slow.
I know, but
He's pretty.
none are really outstandingly running.
No, Mahomes
You know what
has
I mean?
got a kind of a. I'm not going to use Brett.
But he's
Favre.
also
A rookie.
his first year. I mean,
He's not a rookie.
A rookie. I mean,
he
he's
played
starting,
one game. Okay, one game.
Yeah.
One game that didn't matter. One game.
So yeah, that's what I have, and obviously it's a really close division because first place is 10-6 and last place is 8-8.
Yeah.
I think overall it's a pretty solid division, but it's just a toss-up. I mean, we have no idea.
It's the second best quality division in the AFC.
I would have to agree with that.
The AFC South is the best quality.
Oh yeah, for sure, and we will get to that.
That's gonna get hated.
Yeah. So any last comments here on the AFC West?
I'm gonna defend Kareem Hunt. He's not a bust. It's more of a play calling. It's all about. He's not a star. He's not a Hall of Famer yet.
Yeah, I guess I would.
But
Let
I
me
don't
rephrase what I said. I don't think he's a bust, but I don't think he's a star. People think he's this great running back and he's going to do really well, and I don't know about it.
I'm thinking 900 to 800 yards.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to
Maybe
replicate.
1,000 with receiving.
Maybe.
But I don't want to use the term bust because that's reserved for Trent Richardson.
And Peyton Hillis.
Okay, yeah. Yep.
All right, so that was the AFC West, and next we will continue our division predictions with the AFC South.